In this video, I'm going to be building an island pirate fortress, but it's not going to be your basic pirate hideout. We're going to be turning the Black Falcon Knights from LEGO Castle into a swashbuckling crew of pirates. Not only that, but we're also going to be turning the Lion Knights into a rival pirate crew with their own ship. I'd also like to thank FlexiSpot for sponsoring this video, but more on them later. Now to start off this fortress, we need to make some pirate minifigs. The captain of the fortress will be made with some striped pants that I've added a sleeveless Black Falcon torso to. I've also given this guy a really cool looking pirate hook piece from the Hobbit theme. It's got a really cool kind of angular look to it that I love. Finally, for some accessories, he's gonna get a tattered cape and a pet monkey. Next, let's make the first mate of the crew and the quartermaster. The first mate will get Jack Sparrow's torso and some dark blue legs that match really nicely with the shirt. I've also given this guy one of the new D&D heads because the skin tone matches the torso almost perfectly. Finally, he'll get a compass and a cutlass. To make the quartermaster, we're going to take some dark blue legs and combine them with his admiral's coat from the Pirates of the Caribbean theme. Again, I love how the torso lines up with the legs here, it just looks really nice. We'll also be giving this guy a sword sling and this piratey looking shoulder piece. I don't know exactly what to call it. Anyways, I love how these three figures look, and I think I did a decent job of keeping the original Black Falcon aesthetics while still making them look like their own distinct pirate characters. Now we should make the rest of the crew that will inhabit the island. First up, we'll make a merchant character that's been staying on the island to sell all of his wares. A little later in the video, we're going to be building this guy a fruit stand just outside of the fortress. Next, we'll make the basic pirate crew members. First up, we've got two gunners that we'll make from some more Black Falcon parts with some more pirate additions like a peg leg and a sleeveless shirt. This guy's going to get a Falcon companion because he's going to be on the tallest watchtower of the fortress. And finally, we have these two guys that wear some awesome pirate tricorn hats with hair underneath. This is such a cool piece, and you can actually get one of them on Pick-a-Brick right now. So now that our Black Falcon crew is ready, let's actually start building the castle. We're going to take this base plate that I made with some dark tan, blue, and regular tan plates. To this base plate, we can add the first floor of our main tower. With the tower placed down, we can now add in a fabric covering over the front door, and also throw in a spear rack and a barrel of gold inside. You'll notice that I chose to leave the back open with a simple arch design because it saves on pieces, and it also lets you see into the interior better. Speaking of, the second floor of the tower will be the captain's office. I've made a nice checkerboard pattern in here, and I've added in some furniture like a chair, another barrel of gold, and a ledger for the quartermaster to keep track of all the crew's plunder. Now you might notice here that there is this beautiful stained glass piece that I added to the tower. It looks really nice from both the inside and the outside. On the exterior here, I've kept the detailing pretty simple, but I think it has a nice looking texture. The top of the tower is also quite simple, but I've decorated it with a big Black Falcon flag, along with some bows in case the gunner runs out of ammo. For our final detail of the main tower, we can add this clear piece so that the Falcon can fly around the fortress. Okay, so now that main tower is finished, let's make the large outer wall that will go across to the other tower that we're going to build. Here's the wall that I've kept basically the same as, oh my god, my back. God, I am so sick of this old chair. It's all fraying on the top and the lumbar support is just not what it used to be. Thankfully, FlexiSpot just sent me their brand new C7 chair. The C7 is by far the most customizable and adjustable office chair that I've ever used. I personally love to sit crisscross while writing these videos, and the wide seat on the C7 makes it so much more comfortable than my old one. And it even has an adjustable angle and depth so that you can tweak it to get the perfect setup for you. Speaking of adjustability, I was blown away by just how many options you have with this chair. You can tilt the headrest back and forth, move the armrests in all directions, and even adjust the amount of lumbar support that you want. And that's without even mentioning the basics like being able to adjust the height and the recline of the chair. You can even adjust the tension when reclining the chair, which is something that I wish I had in my old chair. This chair just has so many different adjustments that you can make to get the perfect setup for you. The chair also comes with a 30-day risk-free trial if you're on the fence about it. And right now, they're actually having their Black Friday sale with up to 65% off. Not only that, but you can get an extra $50 off of this C7 chair by using the code 24BFC7 when checking out. FlexiSpot is also giving away free orders throughout the month of November and even into December, so again, go to flexispot.com and use code 24BFC7 to get an extra $50 off of your order of the C7 chair. Thanks again to FlexiSpot for sponsoring the video.
We return you now to your regularly scheduled program.
Now, like I was saying before, the wall details are just about the same as the main tower, but I have included some articulations all along it so that you can drop rocks down or shoot down at any rival pirate crews. It's a simple design, but it just works. And it also makes it feel more realistic, which is nice. Now we can place the wall down onto the base plate. But the outside is looking a little too plain in my opinion. So let's add a shrine. I've made this little Black Falcon soldier shrine by taking one of these stone statues from Rivendell, and I also added a printed Black Falcon piece by Cult Bricks. I think this turned out looking quite nice, and we'll also throw in a couple of plants here and there to liven it up even more. Now back around on the inside of the fortress, we can add this wooden walkway for the pirates to defend from. Up here I've placed a cannon and a crate with some cannonballs inside of it. Down below the walkway I've added that fruit stand that I mentioned earlier, along with some farm animals and a couple of barrels of fish. Now there are some more details and foliage that I'd like to add to the main islands, but I want to make the other tower first. I've started it off with this rocky island base that I added some foliage and sea life to. For the tower itself, we'll make it a fair bit smaller than the other one, but it'll still have that same level of detail. Up near where the walkway is going to go, I'm going to make this cool window design that I learned from the Lion Knight's castle. It's a super simple technique, but it looks great on this size of a tower. And I've also made the top of the tower the same as that set. If you don't have the Lion Knight's castle, I would honestly recommend going through the instructions and kind of just try to learn all the techniques you can find in there. There are a ton of really good techniques in there that I think go a little underrated. Anyways, for one final detail, I'll add 2 trees on the side of the island. Now all we have to do is connect it to the walkway and add another wooden support beam. Back to the main island, I'll throw down this rickety old fence and also place in some bushes along the sand. We can also add in this simple little dock that I made and the boat that's coming in from under the archway. I absolutely love how this little scene turned out, and now we can finally take a look at the other pirate crew. The Lion Pirates are sailing up to the fortress in their ship. The ship is a slightly modified version of one found in the Falcon Master's castle on Rebrickable. If you want to build this ship yourself, I'll leave a link in the description to where you can find the instructions. As for the crew itself, they've been made with a pretty nice variety of parts, but I think they turned out looking pretty sweet, with the captain of them probably being my favorite of all. I had so much fun putting together this pirate fortress, and I really don't want to take it apart after this video, but I'm probably going to have to. I used a lot of pieces in this. If you'd like to see me do another pirate castle mashup mock video in the future, please let me know in the comments. This was a kind of on the whim style of mock, but it turned out to be what I think is my best looking mock so far. If I do decide to keep this mock intact, I think it'd be a cool idea to make a Lion Knight fortress on a different island. Having them go side by side on my shelf would be pretty cool, I think. But let me know what you think I should make next. If you enjoyed the video, why not subscribe? I've got more mock videos coming very, very soon. And again, I'd like to thank FlexiSpot for sponsoring this video. You can go to flexispot.com and use code 24BFC7 to save an extra $50 on the C7 chair. They've also got a site-wide Black Friday sale going on, so be sure to check that out. They're also going to be giving away free orders throughout the month of November and even into December. All information will be linked in the description below. And as always, thank you so much for watching this video.